and online news media has become so common these days. But it's one of the pioneering journalists, Julian Assange, is now in prison. The first time I heard about Assange was while he was awarded Nobel Peace Prize. In 2006, Assange have founded Wikileaks. In 2008, Wikileaks have gained much of public attention across the world for its leakages through diplomatic channels of the US secret videos, and some of it was quite shocking. One of it, which was known as Collateral Damage, was a video of US troops deployed in Afghanistan from a helicopter having shot several civilians, including children and a Reuters journalist. It was quite shocking. It was a grave crime, human rights violation, and oppressive measure taken from US troops' side. And also, it was kept undisclosed and brought to trial by the US government. WikiLeaks have made several other leaks. WikiLeaks have also made news about India and Indian politics during the UPA government. And it has caused quite a rattle. In this matter, I have to say my opinion. Well, the news uncovered by WikiLeaks was needed to be brought to limelight, and action need to be taken against such crimes against humanity. But the method adopted by WikiLeaks and Assange cannot be supported by a common man, because the methods used for the leakage of such videos involving cyber crimes like hacking can also be made use of by criminals and thieves. And by people like Assange who work for political cause make use of such illicit means, such criminals will come to know about such methods, the availability of such methods, and they will gain access to such methods and will make use of it. By the time it was 2010, Julian Assange was taken to arrest in Europe after an arrest warrant was made in Europe by the Swedish government on the basis of allegations of sexual assault by Assange against a woman. Julian Assange filed appeal against the warrant, but court denied the same. And following it, Julian Assange have taken refuge with the Ecuador government and requested them for asylum. Ecuador government have granted Assange asylum in Ecuador embassy located in London. In Ecuador embassy, Assange was given food and such amenities was also made available to computer, and he must have also gained access to the internet. It's heard that office cabin in Ecuador embassy was converted to a studio apartment. It was also said that the consulate methods were offered to Assange, but he chose to remain in Ecuador embassy. He must have also been remained active in the internet. In the same time frame, an organization called Anonymous have emerged. It is not a single coordinated organization, but it is scattered across the globe. And its activities are conducted by several individuals in several countries. Two things common about the members of Anonymous is that one, they are they're experts in the field of IT and internet. And secondly, they are also working for political cause, mostly projected to be against non-liberal modern governments. After this, there has been a lot of issues, and by the look of it, I think Anonymous is greatly influenced by the working of Julian Assange. Maybe Assange or his associates are behind the founding and conduct of Anonymous movement. Anyway, by 2019, Ecuador government have withdrawn asylum given to Assange, and police was invited into Ecuador embassy in London, and Assange was arrested and kept in prison. Along with the sexual assault charge and some other charges, there were accusations of the conduct of spying, espionage against Western countries like United States, UK, etc. There was Islamic State terrorist organization that gained power in countries like Syria, where they captured oil rigs and they sold it to Western corporates working illegitimately that bought fuel from such terrorist organizations and in exchange gave them money and weapons. There was no much not much improvement made by the state governments, the national governments in countries like Syria, Iraq, etc. US intervened. There was some improvement, and it was not of much help. Much improvements were made while Russia made intervention, and there was huge setback for Islamic State. Anonymous have also made claims of being responsible for the setbacks faced by IS. They claimed to have made several cyber attacks against Islamic State. Then there was the pandemic in 2019. Recently there is Russia-Ukraine war being conducted, while Ukraine fights back with the support of Europe and US and countries like Israel. Now there is Israel-Gaza war. And during these changing dynamics of world politics, a Norwegian parliamentarian is said to have nominated Julian Assange for 2024 Nobel Peace Prize. And maybe because of such improvements, Julian Assange was able to come in contact with United States government's attorneys, and there was discussions about plea bargaining. It's heard that Julian Assange is supposed to plead guilty for the charges of espionage and working in association with cyber criminals who commit cyber crimes including hacking and stealing, cyber theft, and such other activities. By the way, I forgot to mention, Sweden has dropped charges of sexual assault against Assange, and in exchange for Assange pleading guilty, he is to be set free by US courts. But even one thing that needs to have clarity is that there were charges laid against him in several countries. Will it be? I doubt if it will be easy for dropping charges in all of them. Anyway, there won't be push for extradition of Assange to US. The need for legal methods and democratic processes for bringing such government actions like collateral damage in Afghanistan to limelight. And also the conduct of hacking etc. and causing damage to the defense mechanism of countries, whatever cause may be, should be prevented. With If Assange is to go free, there is potential for many new things happening in the political arena of the world. Anyway, let's wait and see.